As Carter mentioned, my name's Stephen Dangerfield. I'm the director of agent marketing on the Coldwell Banker brand marketing team. And really, if you think about the role of myself and my team, it's really anything that has a logo on it typically starts with my team. So whether that's our national advertising campaign, our brand guidelines, or marketing templates, my team really kind of oversees everything in that space. I've been with the company for about 10 years, and actually, as I think about it, I think it's actually 10 years exactly today. So over the course of that time, I've been really fortunate enough to have had the opportunity to work directly with many of our over 500 different brokers and owners and company leaders across our network, along with their affiliated agents at their companies too. And during the conversations that I've had with them, I always like to find out what their priorities are, their successes, and their challenges from a marketing perspective. And then my team uses this information to help really drive our overarching content strategy. Now, we have a lot of marketing materials and programs and resources that I'll be going over with you today. But as we get started, I wanted to share just a quick story before we dive into all of that marketing content. So, as we begin, I have a quick picture I'm going to show up on the screen. Feel free to jump right in. Does anybody recognize what this photo is here on your screen? Feel free to shout it out if anybody knows. If not, that's okay.
Mario Kart.
All right, I know there's one gamer in the group, but so I appreciate that. Yes, this is a game called Mario Kart. You may be wondering why the heck are we looking at a picture of Super Mario during a marketing presentation? But I wanted to share just a quick story that's very relevant with this. So I have a 9-year-old son, and like many 9-year-old boys, video games are kind of his whole life. So this game in particular, it's pretty straightforward. You pick one of a dozen or so characters, you race around a track a few times, and whoever crosses first wins the race. This game is fairly new, but it's been around for about 30 years or so. So I grew up playing a very early iteration of this. Obviously, it looks a lot cooler and different now, but my son William, he came up to me one day a couple weeks ago, and he challenged me to a race in Mario Kart. So typically he runs circles around me with video games, but I kind of grew up playing this, so I was like, all right, your old man's going to show you a few things that I still got it. So we sat down. I went through all the title screens and everything, went picked my character, all that stuff, and we raced. And long story short, he smoked me. He came in first place. I did fairly well. I think I came in about third or fourth. But as you're playing this game, there's a split screen. So you can see your character on the left, you can see your opponents on the right. And I was very quickly noticing he was taking turns better than I was. He was kind of navigating through the track a lot more smoothly than I was. So I asked him after the race was over, I said, William, how is it that you were kind of just getting around better than I was? And he kind of looked at me and he's like, Dad, you just went through and picked whatever was first on the screen, and picked whatever vehicle first came up. Like, I knew that we were going to be racing on tracks that had really tight turns. So I picked a lighter motorcycle that could easily take those turns better than your big old, vehicle that you were in. I also knew we were going to be on tracks that had mud and puddles and things like that. So I made sure I beefed up my tires so they could easily get through that as well. Not to mention, Dad, I'm racing as a 3-foot tall mushroom, while you, Dad, are racing as a 700-pound lizard. So those little times that we have straightaways, I was able to get a lot more speed and pass everyone while you're slowly building speed. So this made me realize two things. First, my 9-year-old is smarter than I am, but also the second thing is kind of something I already knew, and that's that custom made is always better. And he showed me a perfect example of that in a very different type of setting. But being able to customize and build things your way that fit the way that you like to operate, the way that you like to do business, or in this case, the way that he likes to race in a video game, always provides you with a better result and a more custom value. So if you think about it, throughout our day-to-day lives, there are so many companies out there that build their entire businesses on giving their customers the ability to have things custom made. So when you go to Starbucks, there are an endless number of ways that you can customize an ordinarily pretty plain cup of coffee, and as you get it, it gets served to you with your name on it. Burger King has been touting having it your way for decades. If you go buy a suit, or if you buy a dress, the one that fits you best, the one that's going to have you feeling the most confident while you're wearing it, isn't necessarily something you get off the rack. It's going to be something that's tailored to fit you specifically. And our industry is no different. You and your agents serve clients every single day who have very specific needs in the homes that they want to purchase. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a finished basement, a fireplace, a deck, a pool. The list goes on and on. And Coldwell Banker provides that same custom-made service when it comes to the marketing resources and support that are available to you and to your agents. And we give you and everyone in your office the opportunity to harness the power and the recognition of our brand, but to have it tailored to your company, to your market, and to you specifically. And so today we'll take a look through the ways that you can take advantage of custom-made marketing, and in the words of our friends at Burger King, to have it your way. So we'll start by taking a look at 2 of our major campaigns. Then we'll dive into some of our marketing programs and high-profile areas of support. And then we'll close things out with a quick snapshot of our tech suite. Now, I'm from northern New Jersey, just outside of New York City, so I tend to speak a little bit quickly if you haven't heard it already. So if there's ever a time where you have questions or you want me to expand on anything for you, please don't hesitate to jump right in and ask. So kind of kicking things off as we take a look at our campaigns, I'd like to take a moment to kind of further discuss our marketing strategy. And that's because a true marketing strategy isn't a one and done effort. It's constantly making sure that the marketing and the social media materials that we're delivering to you and to your agents are engaging and relevant. And the brand recognition piece is also really critical here too. And when it comes to marketing and advertising, it's really important for us to not just be out there, but to be out there with messaging that's going to resonate and connect with the highest quality level of service. And for over a decade, Coldwell Banker has had the #1 rated advertising in the entire real estate industry. In fact, consumers who have been exposed and viewed our ads were proven to be nearly 4 times more likely to then in turn connect with a Coldwell Banker agent to help make their housing dreams real. And we want people not just to know our name, but to also know what it stands for. And that's why we're not only ranked consistently as one of the most recognized, but also as one of the most trusted as well. And this has helped contribute to Coldwell Banker being the #1 most visited real estate brand online, with more in-market consumers coming to Coldwell Banker digital platforms than any other real estate brokerage out there. We're mentioned over 100 times per day in national media outlets like the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Fox Business, and more. And our media plan is bought on a national scale. So no matter where you happen to be in the country, you can be sure that our advertising is going to be running in your market. Now, we all know that today's real estate industry is a bit of a complex one. And where others see challenges, Coldwell Banker frankly sees opportunity. And as an industry, we have a chance to uncork the housing market, to win more listings, and to change the real estate conversation. And you may be wondering, how are we inspiring homeowners to list? Well, we start by getting them to dream. And now I'd like to share a quick video with you.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it's never been more true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
So there we go. So in 2022, Coldwell Banker launched its seller-focused dream advertising campaign, which drives viewers to visit the seller experience that's on ColdwellBanker.com. And there they can get an instant valuation on their home using CB Estimate. Of course, they can explore listings across the entire country. They can compare the cost of living city by city using our Move Meter tool, which just so happens to have been recently ranked as the #1 most powerful tool in real estate. And they can also learn about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. And we build every campaign with our entire network in mind too, offering the ability to customize our national advertising so that you and your agents can easily use it in your local marketing. We provide our entire network with a vast collection of assets to help you activate this dream campaign on a local level, including customized ads, social materials, video templates, emails, and much more. And since its launch, this dream campaign has really gained nationwide recognition, which is contributing to us having that #1 most effective real estate advertising for the past 12 years. Now, in addition to driving traffic to ColdwellBanker.com, you and your agents can also use the Move Meter and the CB Estimate tools to drive traffic to your personal and company sites to generate leads. So both of these tools are available as embeddable widgets, which can be added to your site. And whether it's a Moxie website, or if you have a third-party run site, we have the coding that would make them available that you can embed within your third-party site as well. Now, this past year, we took things to an entirely new level with our new Move Meter matchup campaign, which aired on Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. So our brand aligned with the #1 most watched sport in America, featuring dream ads and branded in-show integrations that pit the team's host cities head-to-head to get consumers thinking about which could be the better place for them to call home. So now here's a look at an ad that ran during a game last season between Detroit and Green Bay.
Detroit and Green Bay have amazing football fans, but which city would you rather move to? With the Coldwell Banker Move Meter, you can compare cost and quality of living for cities across America. Try the Move Meter, only at ColdwellBanker.com and Coldwell Banker agent websites. Detroit and Green
There we go. So this campaign concluded at the end of the football season last year, but it did an amazing job at priming the pumps for the upcoming spring selling season, giving agents an opportunity to make connections with potential sellers. And while this national campaign, its genesis centers around NFL football, the local activation possibilities are endless. So whether you want to focus on other sports, landmarks, restaurants, or anything else you can associate between two cities you want to match up head to head, you can do so using our Move Meter matchup materials. And I am thrilled to share that Coldwell Banker is going to be returning to the gridiron next month with a new Move Meter matchup campaign aligned with Thursday Night Football again. In the weeks ahead, you're going to start seeing an entirely new suite of updated and elevated ad creative, which can all be leveraged locally by you and your agents. So keep an eye out for that. A little bit of a sneak peek on your screen here, but this is just the tip of the iceberg, and we're really excited to roll that out very soon. And now, shifting to our other national campaign, the Coldwell Banker Way, which is really centered around helping you showcase your value proposition for purposes of recruiting and retaining top talent. So what you can see on your screen here is kind of the flagship piece of the campaign, and that's the CB Way brochure. Now, this is available as a printed piece or digitally as a recruiting presentation, but you'll see on the right, we have dozens of other CB Way materials that you can customize to use to support your recruiting and your retention efforts. So the materials range from social assets to photography, video content, flyers, and more. And again, all of them can be customized and tailored to showcase your local value proposition. Now, one thing to note is that we roll an updated CB Way campaign out every single year. So you will all consistently see new and refreshed materials on an annual basis with all of our latest brand claims as well. So each year, keep an eye out for that coming around the end of the first quarter of each year. Now, on the next two slides, I just wanted to show you some examples of some of my favorite pieces from this campaign. So what you can see here are our 2023 quotables, which feature the powerful claims that are unique to the Coldwell Banker brand. So you can use these as is. Also, if you have any of your own local company claims, you can dive into the Marketing Center tool, which we'll get into a little bit more shortly, and create your own local quotables as well. And now here we have our CB Way shorts. And this is really a series of video vignettes that shine a spotlight on a very specific element of our value proposition. So whether that be learning, our culture, our global luxury program, or any of the other topics that you see on the screen, you can use our custom video tool to be able to also add your own beginning and end cards and even insert your own local claims here as well. So again, we want to make sure that you have turnkey opportunities to customize these pieces very easily, but also if you prefer just to take it off the shelf and use it, that you have plenty at your disposal, as well for you and for your agents. So we just took a look at our two national campaigns, but we also know that if there's one industry out there that's truly hyperlocal, it is ours. We touched on some of the ways that we make our marketing easily customizable for local use, and now let's take a closer look at some of the resources available to really make these campaigns your own. So first up is your one-stop shop for customizable marketing collateral, and that's the Coldwell Banker Marketing Center. If you can think of a type of a template, whether it's flyers, social media graphics, templates, postcards, stock photos, or even business cards, you'll find it all here in the Marketing Center. We've pre-created templates there that are often pre-populated with your agent's profile information. So they can choose whether it's a listing promotion or personal promotion. They can pick the ad that they want to feature, and they're pretty much ready to go. When they're happy with their design, they can just click download or click to share it directly to social media from Marketing Center. And in just a few clicks, you can have beautiful brand compliant marketing pieces, and it's all integrated with our own systems. Also, if you're looking for turnkey professional printing options, Marketing Center is linked up with our ExpressDocs, which is our preferred print vendor. So if you have a custom design that you build or your agents are building their own pieces, they can directly order professional prints right through their ExpressDocs platform from Marketing Center. And if you have your own materials as well, you can upload them to Marketing Center so that everything is centralized all in one place. So again, we really want to make sure that you and your agents are spending your time on the things that are going to move your business forward the most and take away any potential frustrations with those marketing tasks that, quite frankly, can take up a lot of your time. Now, I'm not sure if you've heard over the last few months, but August 17th is kind of a big day. So, in order to be able to help support and further support agents who are serving buyers, I wanted to draw your attention to the buyer bundle. Now, I speak to it here because we just spoke to Marketing Center and so many pieces of this buyer bundle, which is really a suite of marketing assets that help agents articulate to buyers the value that they're bringing to the real estate transaction. Many of these pieces are available in Marketing Center, but you'll also find more across MoxieWorks, on Desk, and in ExpressDocs as well. We actually have a handy kind of flip book, a digital flip book that Carter's going to put a link to in the chat. So if you want to look through that, you can see thumbnails of all that's available. And there are some deep links as well to be able to easily connect and access any of those materials too. But you can see it's a pretty robust and extensive suite of assets ranging from presentation updates to digital assets, including an email drip campaign, to standalone email and social graphics. And we have a lot of print materials as well. There's a buyer compensation flyer, a postcard, and an additional flyer to promote the value that buyers are bringing to the real estate transaction, buyers agents, I should say. And we also have updated our trifold brochure. And best of all, in addition to all of these pieces, many of these are already available in Spanish as well if you serve any Spanish speaking communities or any Spanish speaking clients. And more of them will be coming soon, so keep an eye out for that as well. Now, I mentioned earlier that we take customization one step further with video, and that national advertising that I mentioned is ranked #1 in our industry is also available in a custom version too. So if you would like to have your logo, your website, or any of your contact information on an end card, you can come in and create your own custom videos with Coldwell Banker templates. The framework is already built, so you don't have to be a video editor. If you can fill out a simple online form, you can create a custom video in minutes, and that's all on day one for you and for your affiliated agents. And beautiful marketing made simple is kind of just the bread and butter of what we do at Coldwell Banker. And we also know that lead generation is the lifeblood of your business, and it's our commitment to support you and your agents in that respect as well. And here are 2 key ways that we do that on behalf of every Coldwell Banker agent in our network. First, we run search engine marketing campaigns on sites like Google. So if you're searching for a listing, an agent, or a term that shows up on coldwellbanker.com, oftentimes we'll serve up a paid search advertisement on top of those organic search results as well. And we do this on behalf of all of our agents, and there's nothing that they have to do to opt in, and there's no additional cost for them. And then the second thing that we do is providing our agents with what we call dynamic social media listing ads. So if you've ever been on a site like Amazon and searched for anything, going back to my son, I mentioned at the beginning, it was his birthday a couple months ago, and I was looking for, surprise, surprise, a video game that he wanted. After I left Amazon, that video game started like following me around and popping up on other sites that I was on, including like Facebook and Instagram as digital banners. Well, we do the same kind of a thing at Coldwell Banker, but with real estate listings. So if all you have to do is have a listing on coldwellbanker.com, and we'll take care of the rest. So we follow consumers around the internet with your listing in social media ads on your behalf. And again, there's nothing that you have to do. There's no opt-in. Simply by having that listing on coldwellbanker.com, you're automatically participating in the program. Now, we also can support you by bringing brand expertise, marketing expertise to your fingertips. So oftentimes, if you're thinking about building a local media plan, perhaps you don't necessarily want to work with an entire big agency or bring on a full-time staff member to conceptualize and execute that plan. Well, through our media consultancies, the Coldwell Banker brand marketing team, so my team really becomes an extension of yours. And we can put together and work with you to build a whole recommendation and consultation for you. And again, that's at no additional cost. We offer that same benefit on the PR and media training side of things as well. So if you're looking to be featured on a local cable station or in your local news, we can offer you that media training to help you make the most of those opportunities with confidence. And then the last thing I'll highlight,
Stephen, if I could, I mean, such a great opportunity to take advantage of. If anybody's interested in that, please do let your account manager know, or let me know, and we can get you squared away with one of those. But just so who exactly would qualify for that sort of consultancy, Stephen?
So if you like, as you mentioned, Carter, if you reach out to your account manager, to Carter, and we will connect with you directly. And so as a broker affiliated with our network, you would qualify. So we can work with you if you're interested in having a consultation like that put together. From a media and PR standpoint, we have a different group, different team members that specialize in that can really work with you directly on those opportunities. But if you're looking for a media perspective, it's other members of my team that really specialize in building out media plans and strategies and executing them. And they would be happy to connect with you and help you kind of optimize what a strategy could look like for you.
Love it. And that would be at the company and broker level, just to be clear, if anybody on this call is in the agent role.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, it's at the company level for sure. Appreciate that, Carter. Thank you.
No problem. And we actually we got a question from Scott. Is there a cost for that?
No, that's part of the value of being a member of the Coldwell Banker Network. So we are here to support all of our brokers, all of our agents. And so this is something that we want to do to be able to help you feel confident and make wise investments in the world of media and across the board. So no additional cost for those consultancies.
Thank you.
All right. The last thing I'll highlight from a marketing support perspective is that not only do you have access to the brand marketing team that is kind of powering the brand recognition on a national scale, but there are brilliant minds, brilliant marketers within each of our Coldwell Banker franchise companies that communicate and connect and network with one another as well. And we offer opportunities for you and for whomever may run the marketing in your company to be a part of that. So we have an entire marketing community on Facebook where best practices are being shared every single day, and files are even being exchanged, and people are bouncing ideas off of one another. And not only do you now have that brand support and expertise at your fingertips, but you can also take advantage of an entire marketing community to help support one another, exchange ideas, and elevate one another from a marketing standpoint. Now, to sum up the brand marketing perspective, our goal is to provide marketing support so that we're taking as much off of the plates of you and for your agents as possible, and in turn allowing you to focus on the things that are most important to growing your business. And we do this through customizable materials, whatever that might look like for you. And we really want to make it easy for you and your company and for your agents to market their listings. And it's our commitment to provide that brand recognition, not only to be one of the most recognized, but also why we're recognized. And that's for being the most trusted brand and having the most knowledgeable agents in the industry. So I'll pause there before we get into our tech suite and see if there are any additional questions that I can answer. Otherwise, I'll jump right into the final leg of our presentation today.
Nothing in the chat quite yet. If anybody wants to take themselves off mute, feel free. But if not, Stephen, we got nothing in the chat.
All right, excellent. Well, I'm going to keep right on rolling, but we'll have time at the end to take any questions as well. I do see a question just popped in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, just saw that pop in. How do we access the videos? That's a great question. So those would be accessible, the customizable videos, yes, directly from Marketing Center. So if you go into Marketing Center, there is a section on the top nav that will allow you to access custom video. What I can do at the conclusion of this, I can send Carter a screenshot of exactly how to access that he can distribute to everyone on the call, so you can know exactly where to get those from. But it's directly from Marketing Center.
in Tara, we also so we'll send you that. That'll show the click for click, but we also have one of our past marketing center trainings that's on the affiliate onboarding site in Desk, and that one will show you kind of in real time how to go through it as well, if that helped as well.
Love it. Thanks, Carter. Appreciate that. All right, great. So that was a look at our marketing support resources, and now we'll shift gears just a bit to take a look at our tech suite. So before I get into showing you a few of the specific products that are part of our technology suite, I first want to start by telling you a little bit how our brand approaches technology. So our commitment is to make sure that at the Coldwell Banker brand, you have a world-class tech suite. So whether that's a CRM, a CMA tool, an e-marketing center, marketing concierge services, and more, we want you to have access to best-in-class products. That also means giving you flexibility as well. So I know that oftentimes some of the hardest and most time-consuming work that goes into technology is the research that's involved in staying up to date on the latest offerings, making an assessment on what's best for your business, and then of course actually going in and implementing it and continuing to make sure that you're staying on top of all of those enhancements and new developments within those platforms. So our job at Coldwell Banker is to take the onus off of you and your agents in that respect. We are constantly doing all of that research. We do that analysis of what those best-in-class tools out there are, and then we package them up to create that world-class tech suite offering. And at the end of the day, the most important thing for us is that we're delivering value to you and to your agents, and that the products that we're offering make you more productive. That you're not just spending more time in technology, but that the time you are spending is actually having an impact on your business. So here's a look at some of those products that are offered in our tech suite. And the first one is MoxieWorks. So the MoxieWorks suite provides a full CRM solution in Moxie Engage, a CMA presentation tool in Moxie Present, broker or agent websites through Moxie Websites, marketing automation through Moxie Impress, and then recruiting support through Moxie Talent. And now you can see here the robust collection of content that's available across that MoxieWorks suite. And you get to choose which of these products are going to work best for you, and then easily incorporate your own content if you have any to upload here as well into each of them. Now, the next tech suite product is Prospect Square, which allows you to create customized automated reports for your market, for your area, and even a quarterly report, and then automatically be able to send those out via eBlast to your sphere of influence. Now, we're seeing that agents and teams who are using Prospect Square are earning on average over $25,000 more per year, because leveraging a tool like this is allowing them to keep in constant contact with their sphere in a way that's delivering real value beyond just simple e-cards. It's really adding that data component without the heavy lift and that burden of having to do all of the research on your own. And now, here's Boost. I love Boost. Boost is a third-party product that is offered for social media advertising. And through Coldwell Banker, we offer highly negotiated pricing so that your agents are able to create and launch their own listing or self-promotional social campaigns at very highly reduced rates. It allows agents to be able to advertise their listing in just minutes, and it's automated with listing information directly from coldwellbanker.com. So again, you don't have to spend a ton of time filling out what this listing ad would look like for Facebook, and what it would look like for Instagram. And then these ads then populate on over 1,000 different websites. And to make it even better, you can track leads from the platform or through our lead routing system and provide sellers with a report on the performance of these ads. So Boost is a really best-in-class tool when it comes to social media advertising, and it allows your agents to take the guesswork of having to stay up to date on knowing every single social media platform and how to leverage it off of their plate. So those are some of the kind of offerings that are more on, I guess you'd call it like the DIY side of the spectrum. You can come in and quickly and easily get your social media advertising up. You can build your own website. But what if you're looking for a little bit more handheld custom service? Well, that's where our concierge suites come into play. And when you think of concierge, maybe you don't necessarily think of like products and technology, but that's the beauty of listing and design concierge at Coldwell Banker. They marry the technology and the power of automation with that customized white glove service that you would expect from a concierge. So listing concierge provides a vast array of listing marketing materials. One of the best ways I've heard this described by one of our brokers in our network is that she's able to work with her clients during the day, and then Coldwell Banker is creating her marketing materials for her at night. So there's a custom package that an agent can come in here and purchase, and their marketing materials are essentially taken care of by a listing concierge coordination team. So whether that is postcard mailers, a single property website, or anything else in the listing concierge suite of materials, everything is created by that concierge team and delivered directly to the agent. Now, you would think that the service element is probably the best part of this, but one of the other additional items that's been so valuable is actually the referral opportunities from this. We've seen that Listing Concierge is helping to turn one listing into 3. And that's because when an agent walks into Mr. and Mrs. Seller's home and at the listing table showcases the 360-degree marketing plan that they're going to offer, the sellers are so impressed with that level of service that they're telling their friends, and the referrals opportunities really speak for themselves. So similarly to Listing Concierge, Design Concierge provides that same level of white glove service, only from the branding and look and feel perspective. So many of our agents and teams want their own personal brand, and we 100% embrace and support that at Coldwell Banker. Design Concierge assigns a dedicated design team to an agent, and the agent can choose the package that's going to best fit them. So whether that includes brochure materials, business card designs, logo development, website design, everything through Design Concierge really has that really tailored, elegant look and feel, as those materials are created specifically for them. And also, we have our powerful global luxury program. And now this program accounts for more than $200 million in luxury home sales every single day. And at the heart of this program is our robust certification course with hands-on training from esteemed global luxury ambassadors in partnership with the Institute of Luxury Home Marketing. Now, this program, which can be used to promote qualified offices, agents, or properties, offers an additional suite of global luxury branded marketing content, a brand new global luxury website, as well as unique listing distribution and promotional opportunities. Now, we also offer an immersive certification course, and all offices, agents, and properties who qualify will have access to use global luxury branded materials. And how do you access all of these programs and tools and resources that we just viewed? Well, it's all available through Desk. That's your intranet, your one-stop shop to get everything. You get access to Marketing Center, to Boost, to MoxieWorks, all of your applications. There's even Coldwell Banker News coming through here. All of your company resources, it's all centralized in one place for you. And lastly, here are the Coldwell Banker social media channels, which I would recommend that you follow if you don't already, just so you can kind of stay engaged with the latest updates and be part of the conversation. So you're probably also already receiving some regular email communications from the brand, including our president, Jason Waugh's weekly updates, CB briefs, marketing announcements from our vice president of marketing, Brandon Newman. And these announcements are designed to help you stay current on the most important news from across the brand. So definitely I would encourage you to keep an eye out and give a quick look at any of those emails that are coming in, because that's going to be our regular and most common way to be able to share the latest news with you. So with that, I mentioned I'm from the northern New Jersey, New York area. I talk very quickly. I went through a lot of stuff there. So I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about anything that we've covered.
I don't have anything in the chat. If anybody has a question they want to ask Steven while he's still with us, anything marketing related whatsoever, branding, any of that, this is a great time to get those off your chest and talk through it with them.
Okay, I have a quick question, if y'all can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so with the, I've tried to do the videos before, and I actually was able to get in and do one. And this may be Mark, I think is who does that problem, but it seems like it keeps disappearing from where I can click on it and access it, or either I'm just looking in the wrong place. But if we need something to go over later with someone, that's fine. But I want to use those, but I keep having that problem.
No, thank you for telling me that. There are a lot of like videos on my screen. Is that Tara that was asking that question?
Yes.
Perfect. Just want to make sure I knew who was asking. Tara, no, that's a great question. Typically, as you create a custom video, there is a tab that you can go to kind of look at your history, so to speak, and access those. We can talk offline. I can send you some information on where you can find them. If for any reason though you're running into any challenges being able to locate any of the videos you created, let me know, and either myself or someone else on my team will be able to work with you and your account manager to help you there.
Okay. Yeah, before it was like something in like the upper right-hand corner where you can access the library of ones that you can go in and customize. And I can't find it, but it might be that I'm just not looking in the right place. So yeah, we can do that offline. Thank you.
100% though. We'll make sure you we get that taken care of for you for sure.
Thanks.
Of course.
Cool. Anything else for Steven while we have him? Ready. If not, in closing, I do see we had a question from Tom about whether or not this recording will be sent out via link. So these recordings of the new to CB group sessions, 90% of the time we record them. This one we did record. And what we'll do is probably sometime early next week, we'll get that uploaded to the affiliate onboarding page in CB Desk. I will show you next week when we're together how to get to that, Tom. But that's where all of these will get archived, so then you guys can share them out with your teams as needed. So no worries there. But thanks again, Steven, for joining us. Always a pleasure to hear about all the great ways we support our network in the marketing realm. Just a couple next steps before we close out that I want to leave you with. So Steven covered just about all of these in his overview, but the 2024 agent marketing plan, take a look at that. If you haven't seen that in CB Desk, you can just kind of pop it in the search bar. It's a great piece that'll help your agents really start to get thinking about what things they can do to take advantage of all the great marketing offers that we have. Download and share those quotables that are found in the Marketing Center. Super simple and easy to do. If you've never been in there before, it's a great first step. Those custom CB short videos, share those on your social channels. The new buyer bundle flip book that Steven kind of reviewed some of the resources that are associated with that. The flip book itself, I did include in the chat here. If you haven't seen that, which you probably haven't because it's so new, click through it, get familiar with it. It's a really nice piece. If you've never used Boost before, hop on there. Do some of the ad campaigns. It's very simple. Takes about 5 minutes to have a really nice dynamic campaign created for you. And continue to join these group sessions if you find them helpful. We're going to have many more coming your way. And just to kind of reiterate the ones we have 2 coming up in September, 1 in October, 1 in November. So your leadership teams will be made aware of exactly when these are, and we'll have invites sent directly to them to disseminate as needed. So if there's no additional questions, thank you again for joining, and you all have a great remainder of your day. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, everybody. So nice to meet everyone.
Thanks again, Steven.